Hey y'all, this is Exia Riser. So we have the Goat Sneeze channel here, the Road to Silver series, and I was watching him play. Made it 25 minutes in for a 31-minute video, so I was almost at the end. Uh, I had commented previously that he had the basic fundamentals of how to progress into the jungle and climb. I had done a few of those videos, and so I had left a comment that said, "Okay, now play it out. Now that you have more information, go ahead and play it out." And I won't be making any of these videos because you have the basic fundamentals down, and now you're just ready to experience the game, right? And then I was watching this game, and I need to bestow the next portion of information that we're missing. So, in case anybody is interested in the channel itself, this is Goat Sneeze and his Road to Silver. He's a new player, just learning the game, and he has the goal here of reaching silver. So I'm going to go ahead and restart this. Little spoiler alert here. He is 13, 3, and 8. So whenever we get to, I think it was the 22-minute mark, but whenever we get there, it's going to be addressing where we take the farm that we have converted into gold and the gold that we have converted into items, and then we use it to stomp the shit out of the enemy, and that nothing else matters at that point because we are so strong that we need to then use that advantage against them. So I'll just go ahead and rewind this, and
it's kind of weird.
where are we at here?
And you know what I'm saying, what could be solutions? And
I bumped the keyboard, so
definitely
stopped.
couldn't the
I
easy
think
one
we
was
can just
just
fast forward through a lot of it now because
restart
we
it,
don't have to
so
cover farming in the early
and
clear,
or reset it. So
making sure
reset
that
it. So
we
my settings were
recall
messed
and
up
get
on
items and things like that.
OBS, and
So we can just we can fast
unless
forward
I'm like
to
on flow state,
highlightable
then I can like play
highlightable
some.
moments.
I think a lot of that shit. That's what it feels. It's fucking anything and everything in any
I'm just roughly
facet
gauging the
of your
lanes in
life.
the
If
mini
you are
map here.
consistent, then you are literally one of the most important assets to whatever you're, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're being consistent at, you know what I'm saying.
So
If
we
you're
can start looking
consistent,
at
like me
something a
being a
little beyond
consistent
the fundamentals now that we have
YouTuber,
our clears down
will
and we're
probably
getting
outweigh
the farm that we
some
should
other
be getting.
people, you know what I'm saying. Don't know how much, you know what I'm saying, but also whatchamacallit is
Right, so full clear into ganks is a good move.
not really ooh ah
Yeah, now
YouTube may not be the best.
this isn't a big deal here, right? Because I meant to pause.
Ah,
Why aren't you pausing? Fuck. There we go. Okay. So, if we look at what we just accomplished here in the bot lane, Ashe is super low. That was Maokai. He's not here anymore, but that was Maokai. Maokai is super low. He may have to recall. However, as the next building block of how jungling works and things to pay attention to, Cannon Wave just arrived. There is 1, 2, 3. There should be a one right here behind Samira and 3 casters. This wave is going to die, and the wave itself is going to be pushing into our bot lane. So they are super low. Our bot lane is healthy. We just hit a gank, and we essentially just won this lane for them. They should be able to farm this out as the wave moves towards their tower. And Ashe is too low, and now she doesn't have a support because support's going to have to recall her. Support is too low to really be aggressive or try to control the lane. That this is a good gank, even though we didn't get any kills out of it. It may not be immediately obvious in the stat line what we have accomplished here, but we have accomplished a significant advantage here for our bot laners. That Ashe cannot walk up, Maokai cannot walk up, and so they can free farm this out. They're relatively healthy, and these guys are not going to be able to play off of this wave that's coming up. So this is a good gank. It should, in a higher elo, it should then just win bot lane for them. Bot lane should be safe and secure here.
YouTube may not be the best example just because YouTube is such a random consistent, you know. It's like, even though you upload very, you know what I'm saying, ways of uploading and stuff.
I did want to talk about the Dark Seal purchase as well. So if you look up a Echo build, it likely tells you to buy a Dark Seal. I would assume that's why you're buying it, is because some site somewhere or the recommendations within the shop said buy Dark Seal. Dark Seal as an item doesn't offer anything substantial right away, but as you snowball, as you get kills, as you get assists, it starts stacking. And those stacks add up to more AP than a standard item like Lichbane will. So it has snowball potential. When you start stacking the Dark Seal, it starts giving you more AP for 400 gold than your 12,000 gold full item purchase would. So it's a good investment item to get into. But what I have noticed is that you never turn it into a Magi's. So Dark Seal as an item turns into something later. And if you start snowballing, if you start seeing that this is getting stacked up, then you're going to want to, I think it's 1,200 gold, but I may not be correct on that. But if you see this starting to get stacked up, then you can, on your next recall, you can purchase a Magi's. And the Magi's for 1,200 gold will give you more AP than your 2,000 or 3,000 gold fully completed like Lichbane will, or your Nashor's Tooth will. It's a very good item, but if you are going to opt into taking the Dark Seal, then you're going to have to start becoming accustomed to paying attention to the stacks, getting stacks off of kills and assists, and when you start snowballing, then you're going to want to turn it into a Magi's, which I haven't seen you do yet, so I just wanted to point that out, that if you are going with a Dark Seal, the purpose of it is to then later turn it into a Magi's. Then, if you have a Dark Seal, and it's getting later in the game, say 15 minutes or 20 minutes, you can just sell it for the 400 gold or the money back to turn it into something else. If you turn it into a Magi's with the stacks and you are running around killing a bunch of people and then you die, you lose the stacks, so then just sell the Magi's. It doesn't really owe you anything because you've already gotten big value from it. So you may not get all of the gold back, but it doesn't owe you anything. It has served its purpose. But once you drop the stacks because you've died, then just sell it and turn it into something else, like a Lichbane or a Nashor's or whatever other items you like to build. But that's the purpose of the Dark Seal, so I wanted to point that out.
So you might hit just create like a little for just, but I feel like or he's dead, or a good like, I guess, leaguer in a way. I don't know. For me, it's almost like, or just good like gaming in general, doing anything open, or a good like a good.
Okay, so something to point out here as well. This is going to be the Agurin strategy, where you have smite and you have another smite coming up. So you're going to want to smite early. You just smite now. Even when as soon as you start it. The moment you start it, just smite it. It's an extra 600 damage that you're not going to need to secure one of the grubs. So just go ahead and smite it. Just get that 600 damage. That way your second smite on the 15-second timer will be up and available when you would actually be smiting to secure something. Because you're going to blow the smite here, right there. But it didn't actually serve a purpose. And now you're sitting on a 15-second cooldown on your smite. So it's a minor it's a minor poke about it, but if you're going to be coming up on double smites, then just smite immediately so that the cooldown comes down, because you didn't need the smite to secure this. You might need it to secure like the second or the third. So just smite early, get that extra 600 damage out of the way, and allow the cooldown to progress.
It's good, like gaming in general, doing anything. You got to be able to like enjoy not just that one thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to get like your league fix from multiple things if you can. Like you got to figure out what league does for you and see if you can.
And then, I mean, finish the scrub. Just finish it. It's you got the shield down. Shield's about to drop, and then it's 700. That's like one auto attack. 67 damage is what Echo does on an auto attack. So it's like 617. You need to just finish the job. I mean, you're right on the edge. Just finish the job. Being here a half a second, it's not even a half a second, but just that 17 damage less. Auto attack smite, then move. Because now it's going to reset, so now you just end up wasting time. When you come back to it, you waste time.
You gotta go to league. You gotta know what league does for you and see if you can get it from.
Yeah, so we have to start all over. So I mean, we would have been there anyway, but let's just see how much time it takes now. 6 minutes 40 seconds.
The Tekken thing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just something about just trying to. Like I've been reading the
13 seconds. So these do add up. It doesn't sound like a lot, but 13 seconds does add up.
Was actually like reading books. He probably got.
I mean, like legitimately, right here. 13 seconds is the difference between you being here or you contesting the dragon. I don't know what the state of actually contesting the dragon would be, but you're here 13 seconds earlier. They can't do this.
Though. He's scared as fuck. No, I fucked it.
It's the nitty gritty, minute details that are going to become important as you climb.
I high key guessed.
Okay, so then if we look at it, we have 5 stacks on our Dark Seal. We are snowballing, 5 stacks on the Dark Seal, 1893. Turn it into a Magi's. Just immediately first purchase is Magi's. And it's this one right here, by the way. So 1150 in gold right here. This is the Magi's. It's what Dark Seal turns into. So when you start snowballing like this and you have 5 stacks, just immediately on your recall, turn it into a Magi's. It will be more powerful in the amount of AP you're getting than this Hextech Alternator is going to be. It does not delay your item because it's already giving you more than what your item would even give you. So it's just simply a better purchase, and you're getting to have it right now because you are snowballing and you have 5 stacks.
It's alright though. It is alright. Been this like I Aurelian Soul. Is it Ionia? I think it's Ionia, right? Or that is that. Like they tricked him and stuff, and he was just mad. So now he's like literally on some revenge shit. That's what I got from it. I could have.
Okay, and something else to notice, because it's going to come up later when the Rift Herald spawns. Shaco takes a recall here, right?
It actually did.
And especially for this elo, it's going to be important to recognize where in the higher elos we kind of sort of expect players to play well. Here, it's kind of not even 50-50. It's probably worse than that. Where everybody is a brainless idiot and you can't trust a single one of them, and so you are just looking to snowball and you're looking to farm, get as much CS, turn it into gold, and you're trying to do it solo because these people will be stuck here and we don't plan on sticking around with them. We want to get to silver. But Shaco, as a support, is going to recall. Samira is also recalling, but Shaco, being a not brainless player, can recognize that he can move into mid here, that there's nothing for him in the bot lane because Samira is recalling, and so he can take a rotation into mid, he can make a play in mid, and then he can return to the bot lane to help out Samira.
So like,
So we can notice this early,
they read it wrong, but that's told him.
where
Like, they
Shaco is moving up into the mid lane, and he
like,
just pinged, and he is going to be assisting Tryndamere here in the mid, while Samira is waiting for this wave to bounce back out.
He's just got this.
It was just a recognition of who is brainless and who is not. Shaco is not a brainless player. He has proper support plans. He may not be the best at it because he's in bronze, but he also might be a smurf. It really doesn't matter. Within this game, we can recognize that Shaco is a real human person. He's not a bot. He's not some random ass bullshitty type of player. We can pay attention to Shaco as the game progresses because he is playing his role.
That did him bad.
But, nothing happens here. He doesn't actually get to do anything, but it's the fact that he came and tried, right? That he is aware enough to come and just exist here.
Very, very interesting.
It's a notable thing here in Iron or Bronze that Shaco is not brainless.
My millennial TikTok brain told me no.
And especially for Shaco, because oftentimes you'll see mids rotate, but that's because mids rotate. They know that they rotate. And so when you see a mid rotating, sometimes you don't know if you can play around them or if you can, because they will dump waves and just lose plates and lose CS, lose experience because mids rotate. And so they're just 50-50ing their games on rotations to bot lane. Whereas this Shaco, you can recognize, is a real player.
Because there really was. Some folks so poor, all they got is money. Double kill. Okay, he got both. I mean, if he gets
again, here's 7 stacks on the Dark Seal. Need to turn this into a Mage Eyes at this point.
That was some damage right there. But yeah, who else did I read? I don't know. I need to read more because the story is actually really fucking good, bro. Like too good. Like I don't know, too good. Oh, of course I read fucking Echoes, but
okay, and this should be free.
Kind of already know Echoes just because of
So when you come into the Grubbies here, Warwick just died. There was somebody else there too. I think it might have been Maokai was here.
Oh.
Yeah, so Maokai died, Warwick died, and now we are moving into Grubbies. So as you progress into the higher elos, you get higher up into bronze, you start peeking into silver. You're going to want to start paying attention to your lanes, where you can't just take this because you're here. You can take it because Tryndamere has priority here in mid lane. He is pressuring the Yone, and they are pushed up here. And Zac is bullying the Teemo, and he has lane priority. So if he needs to rotate into the Grubbies, or if Tryndamere needs to rotate into the Grubbies, they don't lose anything from their lanes on that rotation. Their towers aren't in any danger. They're not going to lose any CS because the waves will come out to them. If they happen to die, the waves will come out to them and they can still catch it and they don't miss anything. Tryndamere doesn't miss anything. This is why we take the Grubbies. Because we have priority, Warwick just died, Maokai just died, and so this is free. If you were on the flip side of it, you may consider contesting this and saying, "Oh, I could fight over this. This would be a bad fight," because if you came into here where Warwick would be taking these and they would have lane priority, then you get rotated on. Zac comes down, Tryndamere comes down, and now it's a 3v1 where you tried to contest the Grubbies, but you've got Tryndamere, Echo, and Zac just on your face, and you're saying, "Where is my Yone? Where is my Teemo?" They're here, stuck under tower. So it's important as you progress into the higher elos than Iron, and you start getting into bronze and you start getting into silver, to start recognizing how the lanes look. You know, what is going on in the lanes, and is it proper to start this, which right now it
Yeah,
is.
bro. Like
We're going to end up dominating this
too
game. We're
good.
going to
Like
end up
I don't
having
know, too good. Oh, of course I
complete
read fucking
control
echoes,
over the
but
map.
kind of already know echoes just because of Well, I mean, it didn't tell me everything. What the fucking Arcane doesn't tell you everything, but pretty much know who the
Okay,
fuck
so
he
yeah, all
is.
three of
Like,
these
you
should
know
be
what I'm saying?
free. There's no reason for anybody
Already,
to
pretty much
be
already
here
knew. I think I
contesting
might
them.
die. Just because Warwick might come over here. Boy gonna be bloody. He gonna be fiending for that blood. Gonna be fiending for that blood. I'm about to say how. You can
Okay, and there
try.
was Warwick just being stupid.
Don't do it. No. Nigga flashed.
And so there should technically it's low bronze, so it's not reliable, but Tryndamere should be able to catch the sun rotation, and especially because you survived for an extended period of time, that Tryndamere should easily be able to catch the sun rotation, and you guys should be able to kill this pretty easily. It would be advantageous for you to start utilizing your pings. It'll be the G key, and it should be G and then a down pull on the mouse. So if you hold G and then right click, hold, and down pull on the mouse, it should be the group flag, and then just like group yourself and then group a ping right on top of the mini map, right on top of Tryndamere's head. You can move the map over and view him and throw it right on his head, but mid fight in bronze, it's asking a little much. That just mid fight, hold G, yank down, drop G, and then start fighting again. You know, hold G, pull it over his head, drop it on his fucking head, and then keep fighting again. Get him to recognize that a rotation is proper here, and that Warwick has zero business fighting you right here. Warwick has zero business existing in this area at all.
That's so cringe, bro.
And so we dropped our Dark Seal stacks.
Fuck. Yaga. Nice, brave. Warwick is over there, bro. Laura's. This is probably an easy answer for some of y'all. Would y'all voice act for like a certain champ? You're not taking that. What? Are you bonkers? Are you guys both bonkers? I don't have my ult. I'm a fucking bro. I'm a noob. Are you bonkers?
Okay, so this would be
Answer for some of y'all.
This would be the scenario that I was talking about on Grubs, where we just saw Tryndamere R under tower and kill Yone. Tryndamere now needs to recall. He doesn't have R. He doesn't have anything of value to give you here at the Dragon. Samira is all the way back here at tier 2 tower, and all you have is Shaco. The map is completely dark. Yone is respawned, and Yone will be coming back here. Maokai will be coming back here. Ashe will be coming here. We don't know where they are, but right now this looks like a 4v1. Shaco will be able to provide some support, but this is essentially a 4v1. You don't need to be here right now. You can chuck your ward over the wall and then just exist in the area. It happens to be that we have our Raptors up and we have our Stone Bros up, that you can start farming. Just to, one, get your farm camps down, but two, to still then just be in the area existing while Tryndamere gets his recall off and Samira gets back in lane. When Trynd gets his recall off, he starts traveling back up, and now Tryndamere just got a big buy after killing Yone. Samira is coming back off of a purchase, and you're coming back off of a buy, that you guys are as strong as you can be, and now you move into the Dragon. Tryndamere's getting Strybreaker, he just pinged it off. So, you aren't here right now. You are at Raptors or you are at Stone Bros while Tryndamere comes back. It'll take 30 seconds, and you just exist in this area doing doing your jungle camps and keeping an eye on dragon, while Tryndamere gets the opportunity to come back in, and then you just arrive very strong on the dragon.
Y'all
Instead, you int this away and you die, and now your team can't fight the dragon anymore. Did Tryndamere TP in? He did. Yeah, so even Tryndamere has TP. That we don't have to be here like this. Tryndamere TPs. So if we would have just waited 10 seconds, you just did Raptors and allowed this to happen, then we can group ping Trin, group ping Samira, and move into here. But right now, you were just alone and naked with no R, no Samira, and you also have no R.
You're not taking that. What? Are you bonkers? Are you guys both bonkers?
And a half health Shaco.
I'm a noob.
Yeah, and now Tryndamere's coming. Well, we could have just waited. We just wait for him. You don't. This is newbie shit. This is bronze shit. Just immediately fighting over this without the team. Where Tryndamere is likely very strong right now. He just got his full completed item. You have full completed item. You don't have R, but Samira did just come back from base. You guys are incredibly strong here. You're also 2, 2, and 3. And you used to have Dark Seal stacks. But you were in control. And so all you have to do is just wait for Tryndamere. He's aware and he is coming. And if we would have just done Raptors while he got his recall off, then we are not dead here and we just get this dragon.
I'm a noob, bro.
And so now they likely have to wait for your respawn. They can't contest this dragon, but they can threaten. They can threaten to kill them if they try it, but they can't start the dragon until you respawn.
Somehow.
But now Tryndamere has to rotate back to mid to catch his wave so that he doesn't lose anything. And it's just a little messy.
I'm not super wired tapped, but like I'm tapped. You feel me? Like,
so now we're probably going to have to go for a steal instead of just taking ownership of it and saying this is mine because we are too strong. Now we are put on the defensive and we might have to steal it. And then again, just wait for Tryndamere. He pings it. Samira's recalling, so we don't have Samira anymore. And so now it's 3v2, but we're still strong, so we could try it. And Tryndamere is coming. Shaco is still playing general over controlling the ideas, which is good, that he's communicating good ideas. He has thrown a group ping on top of Trin's head, and he has thrown a group ping on Dragon, so that Tryndamere, even if he's not looking at the map, is aware somebody just pinged me on my head, and that they're also pinging at Dragon, and that I should probably rotate. You can herd the cats to where they need to be, and that is what Shaco is doing. And now we just wait for Trin to come in here, because you've gone too early. The dragon isn't about to die. The dragon isn't about to be smited. So you, again, just wait 10 seconds. Wait for the Tryndamere rotation. Wave is shoved. Tryndamere rotates. Yone can't move. Just recognition of what is happening on the map.
Y'all are... Oh my god. I'm like, bro, what? That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, what? Nigga wants to see. Look,
Right. So here is the Shaco. I'll let you say something here.
Nigga wants to see. Look, I don't like these pings for real, bro. I mean, I'm gonna do it because you here, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on some shit where it's like I'm used to just farming. I feel like I lost the sauce of it for a little, like maybe just today. Maybe just today I lost the sauce of my farming. I'm not like super ahead of people, like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of letting all these beggars get the best of me, but I think.
Okay, so in this situation, Shaco is coming out of base. He pings you, pings the rift, pings Samira and gets her to move to mid, and then Tryndamere being Tryndamere, him knowing his champion, he knows that he wants to side lane and start taking towers. So Trynd is doing what Trynd wants to do. Trynd is a champion, not the pilot of the champion. Tryndamere as a champion wants to start side laning, wants to start abusing people with his R, and wants to start knocking down towers. So Trynd, the pilot, the person playing Tryndamere, is doing what Tryndamere wants to be doing. And then our Shaco here is commanding the map. He is controlling the state of the game, the flow of the game, and he is keeping the pressure on by moving pieces. So he has moved you to Rift, he has warded here, and he has moved Samira into mid lane. This Shaco is on top of his shit. He is moving his pieces to advance his game, to win his game. This Shaco is winning his game. You are an NPC in this Shaco's game right now. He is commanding you where to go because he plans on winning. This is generally what you should start becoming, is the commander of the map, where everybody else is an NPC, and this is your match, this is your game, you control what's happening, you control your pieces. Zac is your piece, Shaco is your piece, Samira is your piece, Tryndamere is your piece. If you don't like what they're doing, or you need them to go somewhere and do something else, tell them to. Now, everybody will try to be telling people where to go, and some people aren't right, and some people are, but generally the jungler, as a duty, is controlling the map and moving pieces where they need to be. Shaco is moving his pieces because Shaco intends to win this game.
We're chilling for real, though, bro.
Like, he is really taking command of it and plans on winning the game.
I'm just yapping. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm saying a whole bunch of nothing right now. But ain't that being a content creator? Ain't that what you do? Welcome. I honestly just can't wait. Hey, he running like shit, ain't he? I can hear the music, like the vibes, bro.
Okay, so now, I mean, we are strong. We know we're strong. It's 15-8. We know our Tryndamere is very strong. And Zac isn't up here dying to Teemo, so Zac is doing proper tank stuff. Shaco is commanding the map that we need to start recognizing when we have strong teams, when we are strong, and when we should start pushing our advantages. That's when you want to start asking yourself, what do these champions do, and how do we win the game? Tryndamere is going to start split pushing, we know that much. Tryndamere as a champion is going to get into a side lane and start pushing, start using his R, and start killing people. Zac is going to want to get out of top lane at some point and start providing frontline tank support to the team. Zac is not a split pusher. So we do want to get Zac out of this top lane, and so knocking them down this tower isn't a bad idea. Getting this tower gone, getting the long lane extended so that Teemo can't walk up and start pressuring this tower, and just opening up this lane more allows more time so that Tryndamere could rotate once Teemo starts shoving from tier 2 all the way to tier 1. That'll give Tryndamere enough time to rotate up and then start working this lane. So this is a good idea here to get this tower down out of the towers to choose from, where we say we have mid lane, we have both outside lanes. Getting this tower down to get Zac into the game, to get him the opportunity to start then playing frontline for our Samiro and Shaco is a good idea.
Hey, he running like shit, ain't he? Now shit. Now shit ain't looking sweet, nah. Shit ain't looking that sweet, is it? Like we just kind of not casual.
Okay, so let's look at the state of the game. We have one completed item and boots, just boots. One completed item and boots, one completed item and boots. You have 2,300 gold to spend. If we make like bullshit math, 4 camps or 1 camp equals 4 CS. Every 4 CS or every camp is 100 gold, just for bullshit math. So if we are up 30 CS on Warwick, then we are up. My brain just went completely blank on just basic math. 7 camps. 7 times 100 per camp is 700 gold up on the Warwick. That is the equivalent of 2 kills. If it's 300 gold per kill, that's 2 kills. Because it was bullshitty math just kind of thrown together, let's just say that that is the equivalent of 3 kills. So we could look at this and say that we are 7, 2, and 4 to his 4 and 5, or we can just look here and say we have 2,300 gold to spend, and we are completely stomping this Warwick, that we are very strong. So Zach is beating Teemo. You are significantly ahead of Warwick, and Tryndamere is beating the dog shit out of Yone. Like, when we hold tab and we look at this stuff, this is what we're looking at. That he has 1 completed item. He is 60 CS ahead. He's 60 CS up on Yone, which we kind of just did the bullshitty basic math, but it works differently for lanes. The CS for lanes adds up slightly differently, but you could just do the same similar math where the basic stat line says that he's 4, 1, and 2 to 0 and 3, so you already know he's ahead. Plus he's diffing the shit out of him in CS, that he is just, the amount of gold that he is about to spend has got to be astronomical compared to the Yone. And Bot's not doing great, but it's okay. So it's 3 winners, 1 loser, to 3 losers, 1 winner, and then support just being equal, but also not being equal because Shaco is not brain dead, and he's also 5, 4, and 3. So Shaco is a reliable player. We don't know about this Maokai, but we are basically 4 and 1 versus 1 and 4. At this moment, when you held tab and you looked at it at 16 minutes 47 seconds and you understood the state of the game, we need to then turn the pressure up to 11. That we don't have to farm anymore. We don't want to completely disregard farm, but we do need to recognize that our farming has put us so far ahead of Warwick that we will never again allow the enemy team any opportunity to come back into this game. We get behind one of our carries. Where was that tab at?
Sweet, is it?
It should be here. Right. So we get behind one of the carries that is doing well, whether it's Tryndamere or Zach or Shaco, and we start playing around them. We are also a carry, so they should be migrating towards us as we migrate towards them. The one that we do not want to operate around is Tryndamere. Tryndamere wants to work alone. He wants to get into a side lane. So what's the next option? Zach is going to want to rotate towards mid and start providing you with frontline, start providing Samira with frontline. Shaco is going to want to start doing Shaco-y bullshitty things, fucking with their team in team fights and just being confusing as a clone and a dash and a invisible-y bullshit. That we want to start migrating our team together with Zach, because Zach is very strong and you are very strong. And if Samira is smart, she tucks in behind Zach and behind you and just provides the ADC long range support while you assassinate people and Zach just tanks the damage. But we need to start recognizing who is strong, who is potentially going to carry, and how to end this game. We are planning on ending this game right now at 16 minutes. We may not end it at 60 minutes, but we are planning on it. We don't want this game. We do not want this game to go 30 minutes or 40 minutes because we are so far ahead and so strong that the only thing that can come from a 35-minute game at this point is them catching up. We don't want to offer them the opportunity to catch up, so we want to stand on their necks and just make sure that they can't.
Casualties. Get in front.
Uh,
Don't come back over here. You gonna get popped. You gonna get popped. I told you. I told you. I said don't come over here. You're gonna get popped, man. I'm doing this shit for Zon. I'm doing it for Zon. Stop playing.
Okay, now you've got a kill here, and they are recalling.
I might
So
not
you
be
need to
fully locked
recall
in
here.
today, but
Just as a syncing up the team and getting us all operating on the same page. As soon as they finish up in top here, and you just got a kill on Ashe, you have a ton of gold in your pocket, farming is not the priority anymore. We are so strong right now that farming isn't the priority anymore. Ending the game is. We want to start progressing the game towards an end. We have moved out of the early game. This would technically be the mid game, but we are now offered the opportunity to just skip the mid game. We don't have to play the mid game. We just go straight for the end game. We are too strong. Zach and Shaco are recalling, so you need to recall. You get the recall. Now all three of you are synced up coming out of base, and you can all leave together and then just end the game. You're too strong right now. Farming isn't the priority anymore.
getting better. Getting better, bro. Guys, I'm really trying to hit this silver, bro. I really am, bro. I just gotta be patient, bro. And I'm an impatient person.
So this is going to be like taking advantage of your leads, recognizing what the purpose is, what the point of getting this CS, so that we get the gold, so that we get the items, so that we are strong, so we can kill people and get more items. And now we need to press that advantage.
You know
we have created the advantage, and now we have to use it.
Good godly, bro. My God.
And if we're not using it, then there was no point in having this gold right now. If every game goes 45 minutes, then leads mean nothing.
I'm trying to get it there, bro. You know. Oh.
But now we're kind of stuck in this fight, where these two recalled. They've spent their gold. They are prepared to fight. We're still on one item at 18 minutes with all this gold in our pocket. We missed our recall timing. We needed to recall when they were up here at Stone Bros pressing this tower. Then they backed off and they recalled. We spend this gold. All three of us are insanely strong, just looking to end. Warwick and Maokai are dead. We just get this tier 2, or this tier 1, then we get the tier 2. Tryndamere is threatening over here, and they cannot stop you. You were literally just ending the game right here.
Hey, look, we gonna be good, huh? We gonna be good, bro. We gonna be good.
This is what we need to start recognizing. I can't stress it enough, is that the state of the game right now is what our farming is supposed to get us to. That right now, you should just be smurfing on them. That you have gotten to a very, very strong position. You are snowballed. And we will not allow them to even play the game anymore. We are ending right now at 18 minutes. This game is going to be over at minute 22.
I don't have my ult. Oh my God. No! Oh my God. Don't ult. Bitch, don't do it. It's not even worth it. I ain't gotta. I do have a bounty on me. I have so much money on me.
The other downside here is that Tryndamere has a lot of heavy tempo up here in the top lane, or in the bot lane, but all the way up here at the tier 2. He just took the tier 2, and he can continue to push if we are strong and we are threatening mid. If we can continue to threaten mid and just be incredibly strong over the top of all of their champions and just exerting our will on them at this point, Tryndamere can keep pushing, and there's nothing they can do about it. But because we didn't spend our gold, we didn't get our recall, and we are not consciously aware of how strong we are and that we are looking to end right now, Tryndamere can get rotated on here, so he also now has to back off. We have sacrificed Tryndamere's push because we did not play properly.
Me. So much money on me. My God, making videos be helping me just talk. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to. You know, that's how I be talking to myself type shit. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like talk. fucking fan. I'm a oh. Hey. Okay. You not gonna dap me up or nothing? Like, you not gonna dance back at me? That's what we doing?
Yeah, now you guys are, again, very, very strong here. The enemy is not allowed to be at this dragon. Zach is dead. Zach is respawning. The enemy is not allowed to be here or they just die.
Kind of weird. Nah, priorities. You guys. Hey, let me just walk over here for y'all. Thank you. I'm walking over here. No way.
Again, the dragon doesn't matter. The dragon does not matter.
You guys. Hey, let me just walk over here for y'all. Thank you.
Them being here and them dying is what matters. The dragon does not matter. You kill all of them here, and then you end the game.
No way. Fuck off.
So, the only two who could stop you here, and Ash is about to die as well for just inting and being pushed up. At this point in the game, when I was watching it, I just figured that Ash had quit, that Ash is just done. I think she quit. She just gave up and said this game is over.
I'm gonna let it come back though.
So she dies.
My house. No, I'm fucking around, bro. I was trying. I'm out here trying shit out, bro. Like I'm not even trying to be on no like.
And that, I mean, you're gonna come here and farm.
Why I'm playing like this.
We are past the farming point. We are past the caring about dragon points. Maybe we care about the Baron just solely just to end the game. So there's two options here. We just killed Ash. They're all dead. We are ending the game here. We're going to be done by 22 minutes. You want to skip this. You're already very, very strong. You have 10 stacks on the Dark Seal, 2 completed items, 7 and 2, 125. The CS isn't great, but it's significantly better than the Warwick. Recognizing that we have major prio here in the mid lane, that we kill anybody who even wants to pretend like they're going to fight us, we have two options. Steamroll through mid and just end the game, or take this prio, go to Baron, take the Baron, and then end the game. But we are just ending the game here because we are too strong.
Well, I just can't take it seriously, you know. You just can't. That's one thing you can say for sure. When I let go to play type shit, nigga, I'm goated. What the fuck? It's over. Now, you know, in life, you can't. It's hard for me to not give a fuck. I care. Yeah. Oh, you think? Oh, okay. Like, oh, we see how you work, huh? Yeah. Come back from you real quick. Oh my good lord.
That's how strong we are right now. And so Samira is pissed. And you'll go into a rant about it, but I do have to defend the Samira a little bit here. One, I have the chat muted, so I don't care. But in defense of the Samira, we're ending the game. This game is over with. Where does Trind and Zach die up here, right? We are mid creating pressure. If we were mid here instead of... If we were just looking to end the game, this game is over with. If we are looking to end the game, then Trind and Zach don't die up here because our pressure in the mid does not allow their team to rotate.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get patched.
And then they are fighting here where the whole team can rotate on top of them. We are too strong to be farming now. We are too strong. Press these advantages. Do not allow these people to play the game.
Like, oh, you think? Oh, okay. Like, oh, we see how you work, huh? Yeah.
Like, if we can just do this, if we can just kill Yone, kill Ash, what is stopping us from ending the game? If we have that kind of power, if we are that far ahead of the enemy team, what is stopping us from ending the game other than you just continuing to just play, to allow them to play?
Why he mad at me? Oh, bro, none. That, like, the fight.
And again here, Trend has the wide lane push. He is up here all alone, so we do need, instead of coming here to Stone Bros, we need to get to mid lane, get this wave moving, and start pressuring the mid to take some pressure off of Tryndamere. Yone's going to respawn. I'm sure Maokai's headed this way. Ashe is headed this way. He's the only one on the map that's in danger. We need to create this pressure.
People just be standing, like people will just stand there, like, in the middle. They're just in mid, bro.
Yeah, so we don't farm anymore.
I guess we just gonna start fighting. And I'm just like, bro, they're fighting over nothing. No objectives or nothing going on. They just fighting. They just fighting for KDA.
Yeah, and so there's no objectives up, but we don't care about objectives anymore. We don't care. We don't care about farm. We don't care about objectives. Possibly the Baron, but outside of that, we don't care. Yeah, we're gonna fight because we're too strong. Our entire team is just too strong. 26-15. Somebody's doing very well. We just end. It's 22 minutes, so it was 40 seconds ago.
He just fighting. Who can hit their abilities? Ain't no way she ain't. Ooh.
And so Tryndamere, get him back into the side lane.
One of us.
Once he gets back into the side lane, we just start ending.
Let that be a thing. Oh yeah, go in there.
It's going to be more and more critical as you climb to recognize when you're strong and how to end a game.
I'm going to leave you alone because you're going to be annoying. God. Super. Oh, see, look, that's why. See, that's why.
And you die.
No, not Timo! Bro, Buddy is toxic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, what was on the tab here?
Thank you.
Now we're handing out shutdowns. Now we're handing out shutdowns and allowing them back in the game. Oh. Yeah, so they're basically back to even now, plus Timo got a shutdown. You're so fucking far ahead. This is 3 completed items. I mean, look at the rest of everybody. White item and boots, 2 items and boots, 1 item and boots, 1 item and boots. You are so far ahead. Tryndamere, 3 items. Oh, that's Noon Quiver. He's not actually finished with it yet, but 3 items, 3 items. Previously, it had looked like Samira was behind, but realistically, you could just call this even. She's not that far behind the Ashe. Yeah, you're just so far ahead. Between you and Tryndamere, you just look to end.
Thank you.
Because now you're just handing out shutdowns. You're just giving away the shutdowns, allowing them back into the game. The longer the game goes on, the longer they get the opportunity to come back. To make things 50-50, to give away everything we worked for in the early game. Our CS leads, our kill leads, made us have gold leads to item leads, and as the game goes, the closer they get back towards us. And so now Tryndamere can't split, because they just rotate on top of him.
I don't know what to tell you. Get a little pen pal or something.
The game's going to get harder and harder to win the longer it goes, because the longer it goes, the more items and gold that they will acquire.
Not my problem to deal with. Not my problem to deal with. What is y'all's in the this is like smack dab in the middle of the fucking gameplay. So if you already know who gonna be who already be in the comments. I'm already knowing. I don't follow trends. I know who you. I look. I will. But look. Next time I'm back, I'm gonna look and I'm gonna say.
Okay, and again, Tryndamere just took a recall on the dragon spawn, so we're going to want to wait for Tryndamere to come back. We want vision on this. We want to pay attention to this. We want to discourage the enemy team from starting it. But we don't want to get into a fight until Tryndamere shows up.
Thomas, bro.
You and Tryndamere are the carries in
I ain't
this
gotta
game,
question it, bro.
and
They
you and
know who they
Tryndamere
fucking
want to
are,
be
bro.
fighting here at the Dragon
It's
together.
easy. It's like,
Or Tryndamere up on the map or up on the map somewhere applying
easy,
pressure.
it's easy. Oh my good lord. Oh, you're done too.
Okay, 2 kills is GG. We don't even care. We don't even care.
Stop it. Don't do
We
it.
don't care about the Dragon. We don't care about the
Not even
Baron.
worth it, gang.
These 2 kills, dead,
Don't do
GG.
that
Just
to
end.
yourself, man. Oh,
Tryndamere can TP here and shove this out. You could shove this mid up and take this tower.
oh damn. It's all good, man. Everybody has those days. Everybody.
And so, I mean, dragons are nice, objectives are nice, farm is nice, but at the end of the day, the end goal is to win. And so the question is always, how do I get an advantage that progresses the game towards winning? This dragon doesn't progress the game towards winning. Wiping their entire team right now progresses the game towards winning. They're all dead. They're all dead. This dragon is free, that everybody just shoves waves, takes towers. You can, Tryndamere can move up here. You guys can shove this out, take tier 2, take tier 1. Somebody goes top lane. I would say Tryndamere TP top, take these towers. And the dragon is always free. They're all dead. You take this entire top quarter of the map away. You take all their towers away, and even if this dragon is still sitting here, you can always fall back and do the dragon or fall back and do the Baron. This dragon is already free. This dragon is already guaranteed. So you take everything else and then come back and do the dragon.
Yeah.
If you have to, but you might not even have to come back and take the dragon because, again, we're still just looking to end. We may still just get to end.
Days.
The question for a jungler is always, how do I progress the game
what,
towards just simply winning?
yeah,
That
like I
is
said,
the
I'm
goal. The goal is to
Who
win.
be up in here, bro? Cause somebody. Oh, 400 subscribers too. Let's go. Almost halfway to a band. Almost halfway to a band. Come on, let's go. Oh yeah, OP. Be in this motherfucker. I can see he gonna, one day he gonna. I was in here with nobody else in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see him being one of them. You know.
So now they're. If we look at it here, we got the dragon. Zach's going to take this tower. Samira's going to try and take this tower. And Tryndamere does not get this inhib. The reason that they don't get these things is because we did the dragon first. So now they're all respawning. They're all obviously here. It's dark. We don't know exactly where they are, but we do know that they're all respawning out of base. And so they're all here. And so it is more threatening and more dangerous to be up here at this moment. But we could have gotten all of this for free while they were dead and then taken the dragon.
Be in this motherfucker. I can see he gonna, one day he gonna. I was in here with nobody else in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see him being one of them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all went in the trenches when we was at 400 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I can see it. Who else? My boy, Riser. You feel me? Zaire Riser. If that, I don't know how to pronounce that shit. I'm sorry, gang. I know y'all in the Discord, right? I think y'all in the Discord. Oh, look at that.
And then they FF.
Look at that. Look at that.
And then they FF.
Look at that, man. Look at that. When right? I think
Now he shouted me out, so I don't actually know what he said.
Who else? My boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see him being one of them. P. Be in this motherfucker. I can see he gonna, one day he gonna. I was. And subscribers too. Let's.
This is just for me personally. Now I want to hear what he said about me.
Oh yeah. What? Oh yeah. Like I said, let me see. Who be up in here, bro? Cause somebody. Oh, 400 subscribers too. Let's go. Almost halfway to a band. Almost halfway to a band. Come on. Let's go. Oh yeah. OP. Be in this motherfucker. I can see he gonna, one day he gonna. I was in here with nobody else in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see him being one of them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all went in the trenches when we was at 400 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I can see it. Who else? My boy, Riser. You feel me? Zaire Riser. If that, I don't know how to pronounce that shit. I'm sorry, gang. I know y'all on the Discord, right? I think.
I'm not in the Discord. Okay, so there's the FF. It's a fun little. Let me put this over here, and then so fun little thing from back in the day. This is the Gundam Exia. This is the Gundam Exia from Gundam 00. The pilot for this Gundam is Setsuna FCA, and in season 1 he pilots the Gundam Exia. In season 2 he pilots the Gundam Razor. This was my favorite anime of all time. This is my favorite anime of all time, right? And I fucking love season 1. It for me, when I saw this show, it opened my eyes to what storytelling is capable of doing. Up until this point, I just consumed shows for entertainment purposes. But this show was the first instance of me like realizing what stories are capable of doing, what they are capable of telling, and the importance of telling good stories. So I mean, I love this anime. So this is the Gundam Exia, and in season 2, the pilot Setsuna FCA pilots the Gundam Razor. Back in the day, there was a game called RuneScape, and the usernames for RuneScape only allowed 8 characters. Exia Razor is too many characters for a username. So I chopped off the E, and now it's Exia, and I cut the A out of Razor, and now it's Riser. And so my name is Exia Riser. Simply because I cut the E off, and at the end is Riser. So that is where my name comes from, is from the Gundam Exia and the Gundam Razor. And it's been that way for maybe like 15 years. I've used this username online for everything. And so that's how you pronounce my name, if it matters at all. It is the Gundam Exia and the Gundam Razor, chopped off slightly because you can only have 8 characters in old school RuneScape. It's old school RuneScape now, but back then it was regular RuneScape. They only allowed 8 characters in a username, so that's Exia Riser. That's me. Right there. Oh, yeah. So that's me, and that's how you pronounce the name. I did later find out that the X as a standalone character does not create the X sound, and it's more of a sh sound, and so it ends up properly being pronounced as Shirizer. But I didn't know that when I was like 10. So, I didn't know that when I was 10. So it's Exiarizer. It could also be Shirizer. But that's how you pronounce my name.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at that. When not really locked in, I'm more interested talking to y'all than I am fucking playing that fucking match right there. But let me see. Let me give it a trend in there. He's doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? It was alright. It was alright. Look, gameplay from damn.
Okay. Now I will. Is there any? What is that? Is that the start of a new game, or is that like the practice tool? I haven't made it this far. I'm gonna end up watching it on my own, complete. Oh, it's just an outro. Okay. So yeah, that'll be the end of this video, and hopefully it's helpful. But it's incredibly important to recognize the purpose and the reason for why we farm and why we get gold. It's to get stronger so that we can wallet diff the enemy team. Once we get to a certain point where we can wallet diff them, then we need to wallet diff them so that the game doesn't go 35 minutes and allow them back into the game. Once we are at a certain strength level, we need to start ending. We need to realize that the entire point and purpose of the game is to progress it towards ending, towards winning, to get to the enemy nexus somehow. And when an opportunity presents itself, that's what we're looking for. And we were given the opportunity to be miles ahead of the enemy in 3 separate lanes that we then just need to take our level diff, take our item diff, take our wallet diff, and just shove it down their throats. That would be what people talk about when they say that low elo doesn't know how to end games and that every low elo game goes for 45 minutes. Where it doesn't matter how your early game was because every game's going to go for 45 minutes, that you could be 0-10 and it won't matter because nobody is ending the game, that you're going to have plenty of time to come back. We do not want to allow them the opportunities to come back. Once you're strong, shove it down their throat, take your snowball, take your lead, and just stand on their necks. That'll be the end of this video, and hopefully it helps. And when you find yourself in these situations, you need to look to just end the game.